Tip number 45, your attitude. I teach a lot of service advisors and a lot of salespeople. I teach a lot of owners and a lot of managers. It's pretty much what I was born to do, and it's pretty much at this point in my life what I do. And what I tell everyone is that your attitude is everything. In fact, in sales, I believe your attitude is more important than just about anything, and that your attitude actually dictates your success or your failure. I think in management, your attitude also matters because your people are watching you and your people are paying attention to what you think and whether or not you're happy or not happy. And I think sometimes your people get the wrong impression or they get the wrong feedback because they're having great results but you're having a bad day, or because they're having poor results but you're having a good day, and we give them the wrong feedback. So attitude is everything. When I wake up in the morning, I love to tell this story. At one point in time, we had 4 women in our household, and if I got up a little late, then I had a cold shower, and I hate cold showers. Usually on that morning, I would go to the cupboard and get my cereal. I'm a cereal junkie. I love cereal. It might be one of the reasons I struggle with keeping my weight down. And I get my man bowl out. I don't have a little bitty bowl. I have a man bowl. It's a big bowl, and I pour my cereal in, and then I go to the refrigerator, and I open the refrigerator, and there's no milk. And I'll tell you, one of the worst things in the world is pouring that cereal back in the box because there's no milk in the house to eat cereal. And if you're like me, you love a bowl of cereal with a lot of milk in it. If you're not, you may not understand that analogy. I get in my car, my vehicle, my truck, and the seat is all the way ratcheted up, and I hit my head on it, on the ceiling when I get in the truck, which kind of upsets me. And then because my wife's been driving it, and then I turn it on and there's no gas in it, which I'm one of those people that when it gets down to about half a tank, I want to go fill it up. In fact, this morning I looked, it said half a tank, and I got to get gas today before I go home, or I'll be a little neurotic about it, and it might wake me up in the middle of the night. Yeah, I know, it's a little neurotic, but okay. So then I go down to work. Now there's probably 8 stoplights on my way to work from where my house is, and I get caught by all 8 stoplights. And because I had a cold shower, I'm not happy, I didn't get to eat, I may have stopped to get something which has now made me late, and now every stoplight is in my way. When I get to the office, I have to leave all of that in the truck. I can't take that in with me, because if I take that anger in with me and that dissatisfaction in with me, it clouds my whole day, and as my day gets clouded, it clouds everyone else's day around me. Back to attitude and why attitude is important. In sales, I like to call myself, in a way, the perfect idiot. And let me explain. I'm really a fairly intelligent person. But when I go to sell something to somebody, I believe that they're going to buy. In fact, even though I've been told no millions of times, being a service advisor and being an owner and being a salesperson over the years, I've been told a million times no. Every time I go to sell something to somebody, I think they're going to buy. My attitude is they're going to buy. I don't look at the ticket and the size of the ticket and go, oh my gosh, they're never going to buy this. I believe that they should take care of their car. I believe that they should buy it. And I believe we're the best person or the best place for them to buy it from. And therefore, when I stand in front of that customer, that client, my attitude is they're going to buy this. It is my belief, and I think my experience, that because I have that attitude that they're going to buy, that more people actually buy, and I get less no's. Do I have evidence to prove that? I would tell you that tracking sales in my company for 6 years solid, we had a closing rate of 82% as a company, and we had an average repair rate of $768, and therefore we sold 80% work that came across our desk at that time. That was a few years back. In sales of consulting, it's a little less. We're actually selling, I think right now, about 28%. So about 28% of the people we talk to actually buy our product, or some or one of our products. I think that's a pretty good sell rate. And I certainly know that a sell rate in an automotive shop selling automotive service and repair, that's 62% or 72% or 82% is above the curve. The curve is probably around 35 to 40%, maybe 42%. So do I have proof that attitude makes a difference? You know what, even if I didn't, it makes a difference for me. When I have a better attitude, I see the world in a better way. Because I have a better attitude, I have more energy. I see better things in my company. I see better things in the people around me. And therefore, I'm able to keep people up. And as a man, people up and motivated is one of the most important things that I can do, because people that are up and motivated produce more, they get more done, and they're more willing to do what I need them to do. And so attitude is everything. So because attitude is everything, I talk a lot in my tips, conscious about certain things. So conscious about the numbers, conscious about what you have to do today, conscious about making decisions about your time. I'm going to tell you, you need to make a conscious decision to have a good attitude and to try to stay on the positive side of things for your company. It's interesting to me that when our company is struggling, not just for me, but for literally every client, that we do things and we make decisions based on that, and they're usually not the best decisions, and the things we do don't get us the best results. There's an interesting study that they did with farmers. Farmers have an interesting flow. So during the harvest, farmers have a lot of money, and they're able to pay their bills, and they're in a position, attitude, mentally. While they're plowing and during the off season, they don't have a lot of money. They've spent that money, and they're thinking in terms of what we call famine, as opposed to plenty. The study basically looked at the decisions they made when they were in times of plenty and the decision they made when they were in times of famine. And when they were in times of famine, they made bad decisions, and when they were in times of famine, they made better decisions. So if times of plenty give me better attitude and make me feel better, and therefore I make better decisions, then I need to consciously work on my attitude so that I am in my head in times of plenty, even though this might be a time of famine. Now, let me relate it to automotive shops for just briefly. When the shop is broke and there's not enough money, I make poor decisions. People come in whose cars I should not work on, whose jobs I should not take, or who I normally wouldn't take in, but because I don't have much going on, I bring that car in. Now, my experience is that most of the time, the majority of the time, when it's all said and done, it's too painful and I don't make enough money doing that work, but I brought it in anyway because I was in a time of famine. If I had been in a time of plenty, even if it was just in my brain, I would have made a different decision and I wouldn't have had the pain that came with that. So just your attitude matters. Make a conscious decision. Even if you got to put a sign in your vehicle or a sign in your office, keep on the positive side of this and be a positive person. Feel like you're going to get the job done. I have this weird philosophy that the universe provides and that things are always going to work out. And strangely enough, they have.
We hope you enjoyed this week's tip. For more information on the concepts we discussed, check out our upcoming classes at www.ifrabe.com/classes, or listen to the Leading Edge podcast at institutesleadingedge.podbean.com, where we discuss business topics just like this one with a panel of industry experts. You can also contact us whenever it's convenient, and we'll set up a free consultation on how the Institute can help you better your business, your life, and the industry as a whole. We'll see you guys next week.